Stephen A., are you concerned about Westbrook shooting?
Nope, not at all. And this is a guy that shot 29% from three-point range last year. He's shooting 24% now. He's definitely struggling. If he were playing better, the Thunder would have an even better record than they do right now. I get all of that. And I'm still not worried. This is Russell freaking Westbrook we talking about here. I'm not worried about this, brother. You know why? Because I don't expect him to shoot great anyway. He just needs to stop launching them damn long-range shots. Go to the hole because nobody can stop him from going to the hole. It's what he does. Do you look at him and say, damn, you know what? He's missing. No. You know what I look at him as? I look at him and say, damn, stop taking those shots. Stop taking those shots. I understand that it's not good. 24% from three-point range is not good. 41% from the field. That's not good. That's not who Russell Westbrook is from the field. But it just tells me that his shot selection has been a bit poor. And not only that, he needs to distribute the ball even more. I've seen a lot of unselfish moments from him this year, and I think he deserves credit for it. But there are times where I look at him and I just say, you know what? Just take it to the hole and give it to the other guys and have more faith.
Who's my favorite player in the NBA?
Russell Westbrook.
My favorite player to watch.
Allen Iverson as well.
And I agree that, like, when I watch Russell Westbrook, I go from play to play, two extremes. You know what? In my heart of hearts, the best player who ever lived. To the next play, you can't win a championship with this guy. Like, play to play.
Yeah.
Right. And I've come to realize there's so much hand-wringing about his psychology. He wants to be an alpha. He he monopolizes the ball, whatever. It comes down to this. He doesn't shoot well enough, period. If Russell Westbrook shot really well, he'd be the best player in the NBA, including LeBron James, even at his size. He is a dynamo. He is the best show in sports. He never cheats the fans at all. 100% full speed ahead all the time. Here's the issue.
Not a better show than Steph Curry.
Well,
I mean,
you know what?
Yesterday he said
favorite.
Kyrie Irving is the most entertaining player in the NBA.
Right, Kyrie is the most entertaining. What I'm saying is Russell Westbrook his effort is at 100%.
That's true. That's true.
Every play. People watch sports. They want to be inspired. You want to see something that inspires you. Russell Westbrook's an inspiration. However, he doesn't knock down shots.
Right.
And the issue, and that's the real reason we don't believe the Thunder are going to win a championship, because he doesn't hit shots from the outside. He takes them, he doesn't hit them. I don't say stop taking them, although maybe he should a little less, given his low percentage. But he shot 34 from three a couple of years ago. It wasn't much different than, say, James Harden, who was at 35% that year. Yeah. Then like almost 30% last year. Now 24%. His true shooting percentage, which counts free throws and threes and everything, is trending down. And now I understand Mark Jackson, our very own Mark Jackson, said about certain players, the question was asked during the game, do you think that it's a God-given ability or can you work on shooting? And Mark Jackson correctly said, you can work on shooting till the cows come home. You're never going to shoot like Steph Curry. In other words, some guys have a better aptitude for pure shooting than others.
Correct.
Westbrook's aptitude for it isn't like a Steph Curry. I get it. There also aren't enough hours in the day for him to work on his shot all the time because he has so much responsibility, both ends of the floor, particularly on offense, and he's always going all out. I'm not blaming Russell Westbrook. I'm not saying he should be doing a better job. I'm saying his shooting is the reason they won't win the championship.
Well, some people have said it's his decision-making. What I would throw out is this. Russell Westbrook is a career 30% shooter from three-point range. 4 of the last 5 years, he has shot worse than 30% from three-point range. The irony is, the one year he shot about 34% from three, that was the year he took the most threes. In other words, the most threes per game. All of these years, he's averaged like 4 3-point shots per game from three-point range. That particular year, which was, what was it here? I'm looking at this here. 2016, 2017, a couple of years ago, he shot 7.2 threes per game, okay?
So that's the opposite of what you're saying. He should shoot more.
Well, again, that would indicate that, but I still don't believe that. I think that when I'm looking at, what I've been most impressed by with Sam Presti and Troy Weaver, who doesn't get enough credit as the assistant GM, when you see them put together, these young athletes that they got up in there in Oklahoma City, I mean, you can see why they didn't need Melo. I mean, Grant and Ferguson and these boys. I mean, they got a crew now. They got a crew. But Russell Westbrook, he just needs to trust them more and stop launching long-range shots.
If Westbrook was shooting 7 threes a game and hitting 34% of them on this team, Stephen A., I would pick him to win the title this year. So, like, am I concerned about his shooting at 20? Yes, because I don't think they can go all the way. But otherwise, maybe they could. He's that special.
I have have been told by an insider. Obviously, we all
Yeah.
know that Russell Westbrook's been battling injuries and he plays through it because he tries to come on the court every night because he never shortchanges you with effort.
Never.
He hasn't been able to work on his game. He hasn't been able to work on his shot. He hasn't been able to practice. He's sort of like trying to get his bearings under him during game time, and they believe that come postseason time, he'll be fine. That's their belief in Oklahoma City.
OKC currently third in the West behind the Warriors and Nuggets.